And so the magic in this community happens at our week-long events. And I push people in those week-long events way outside of their comfort zone. Because when they step far enough out into the unknown and they keep practicing and they keep applying, they're going to run into something great. And I want that for all of you. I want that for everybody in this community. So that means then that doing this work and taking the time out of your busy lives to become an experimenter, to experiment to see if I change the way I think and the way I feel, is it going to begin to produce effects in my life, and then maintain that state, that energetic state, independent of all the conditions in your environment, independent of the conditioning emotionally that keeps you in the past or the expectation of the same future, and independent of certain habits and unconscious programs. That is the process of overcoming. And being able to sustain that state every single day causes outcomes to begin to mysteriously appear in your life. And it is that mysterious appearance of those opportunities and synchronicities that transcend our limited understanding of possibility. And so, yes, not everybody heals in this work. We're learning the process. And it's not enough to just send people love in this work. Love is the wind that moves the feather in one direction. Intention is what lands the feather on the coordinate, on the person, on the circumstance, on the condition that you want to change. And it is our intention that is a function of our brain, a function of our ability to hold an intent or focus. The emotion is the fuel that moves us closer to that outcome. And so it's important for you to understand then that if not everybody heals in this work, and it's a practical application of overcoming every single day that allows you to become somebody else, then it would be about becoming. It would be about you becoming a greater version of yourself. And I've said to so many people in this work, you know when you're changing in your life and when you stop talking about it. And when you stop talking about it, it means then that you're engaged in the process. You are in the river of change. So sending love to someone in a certain direction is good, but we require more. And I know many of you have not been schooled or instructed in the coherence healings, and that's okay. We have so many things that we're planning for our future with our communities. But if you're interested in the coherence healing, or you have somebody that needs a healing, by all means, seek out the communities that provide the resources for you to help those people. So I have gone through great measures in the last several years to keep this information as pure as possible. Not for any other reason, but if I can offer you my greatest understanding of the truth, and then numerous opportunities for you to experience it, if you practice every single day, you're going to get better at doing it. So we have communities of people in this work that I want to inspire all the time, but I also want to set some conditions that allow us to be unique from other communities. I tell our advanced students, in this place where we can meet, this platform where you can support one another and encourage one another, it's so necessary for us to keep this information pure. It's also really important for us to be unique in a way that we're not complaining about things. Complaining means then, or blaming means then, that someone or something you believe is doing it to you. We want to work at a much higher level. We want to be something different and unique. We want to give people the support that they need in the belief that something is possible for them. So let's unify as a community and let's support one another in the highest way that we possibly can to keep the information as pure as possible. We are planning all kinds of wonderful things in the future to support different communities. We want to give you the resources and give you the things to do. And in getting started, people ask me all the time, how do I get started? Well, a good place to start is either listening to Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself on audio or reading it. I feel like that's a good bridge between knowledge and experience. If you're practicing reading that book, then the next most important thing to do is practice the meditation that goes along with it. Now, why is that meditation important? Because I still do that meditation when I'm in the process of change. I want to become conscious of my unconscious thoughts. I want to be aware of how I speak, how I act. I want to look at how I feel every single day and see if that feeling is connected to my future or is connected to my past. And I want to write all those things down and remind myself to stay so conscious that I don't go unconscious and return back to that old personality that's connected to the same life. And then thinking about thoughts you do want to fire and wire in your brain and have them through repetition with intention and attention. Install the circuits and repeat it enough times so that the hardware becomes more like a software program and you naturally have a new voice in your head that says anything's possible, believe in yourself, you can do this. Instead of I can, it's too hard, I don't feel like it. Those are thoughts of the past. To sit down and decide how you're going to be with your children, how you're going to be in traffic, how you're going to be with coworkers, what would love do, and begin to review and rehearse in your mind how you're going to be. And the act of rehearsing in your mind truly begins to install more neurological hardware. You're reminding yourself and reproducing the same level of mind. Why? So you can step into that footprint in your day and modify your behaviors to produce a different experience. That experience produces a different emotion. And you're going to want to feel that emotion instead of the emotions of your past. And then teach your body what your future feels like. Start making those chemicals. Yes, I know it's not easy all the time to feel elevated emotions. Believe me, I've been at this a long time. But that's natural and normal to excuse yourself and say that I can't. But what about the person who can teach their body emotionally what that future will feel like before it happens? And all it means is sitting down and using your imagination and thinking about how you would feel if your dreams came true. Now, if you could feel that emotion before the event occurs in your life, your body's so objective, it's going to believe that that future's happening to you in the present moment. And it's that elevated emotion that begins to draw like a magnet experiences to you.